I'm curious as to what sounds like it's a lot of product development that was,
Yep.
not necessarily product development. It was just like,
Yep.
how do we make this better? But what would you say that there's some key characteristics that is Sunny, right? Like that, just like that hook at the end where it aligns with your finger. That's a great kind of identifying factor in a design.
Yep.
Something you guys also talked about too is like hand feel, because a lot of makers
Yep.
just make a profile and it's like it looks cool, and then when I
Yep.
order it online and I get it in my hand, I'm like, it doesn't feel balanced or it doesn't feel right. So what
Yep.
are some characteristics you might say that are very Sunny?
For so the big thing for me, and this is something that I found out like pretty early on. I think I was at a bigger knife show at like, I don't know, a couple of years in, and there was a couple of, and I won't say names, but like companies where guys that I were just killing it, and I like respected them, and they like did some amazing stuff, and I met one of their designers, and I was like, man, what's your process? How do you? And he was like, just on the computer, you know, and like, and I'm like, so you don't do a physical, you don't do, nope, just got to make it look right. And it was like, oh, and it killed me, right, a little bit. Now that's not everybody, that's whatever, but it's like you can be super successful by doing that and making that perfect aesthetic. You 100% can, but that isn't um, whatever was the especially the idea behind what Sonny was doing, what he was imparting as far as like how to do something. Um, he would make things look pretty, but the functionality had to be there. Um, One of the other, like probably one of the earliest, if not the earliest projects I worked on, um, was it was for a show, and it was like a collaboration between like three, it was like our brand and two other brands doing a thing, and we were doing this big leather jacket. It was called the Street Fighter, and it was like a motorcycle jacket. And then we were going to have a knife included with it and something else. And so the basic knife design was already picked. I think I changed it and made it more of an acute point to make it closer to something that would be more usable instead of that big thick entry point that was like super popular at the time. That like big oversized Tonto type stuff that I didn't really have use for. But the one thing that I did that was straight from Sunny was, and I have no soft goods development at all. Like every once in a while, I have little bits and pieces where I'll go into that world if they need be, but it's pretty rare. But I designed it so that there was a, a, a pocket in the seam right under the armpit on this side, and we designed the sheath so that on a rubber loop, that so if it was in there and you unzip it, it would present and it would show itself out, so you could draw straight here, right? And that 100% was from Sonny. 100%. Just the idea of where you keep the knife. I won't say the what knife and all that kind of stuff, and give up all that, but having that weapon hidden here. And I just modernized it with, I got to be like, play conductor with a bunch of other very talented people that were doing stuff. And I just like added that one little thing. But that was a big deal to me because I was like, that was so very much something that Sonny would do. And it's like one of those things like, man, I wish you could see that because he would really dig that. Um, but I don't know if I answered the question.
Yeah, no, for
but
sure. Yeah, that's super cool.